Hi. Don't think there's going to be anything interesting today for anyone that's watching this as a bot. Edgar, welcome. You know, I'll be honest, I still cannot get myself to stream alone. Yes, YouTube is streaming this time because I prepared a new key in time. Yeah, but according to what I've read, I shouldn't even be generating those every time. It should be automatic. But it doesn't work that way. Here it is. We're streaming. Hey there, past me. Yeah, I waved at myself. Hold on. I can make the screen bigger. Hey, me. Then I'm gonna wave down here. But yeah, as you can see, I've tried to recreate one layout that I had. Well, used to have. Well, I still have it. Like this one. There was this other layout where I had like a 3D room with a desk. I do not have that anymore. Still want to recreate it, however, in Sandbox. Ah, okay. I didn't want to take the, like, literally do nothing on stream, like, literally. I still want to do something. But now that I'm streaming, I've actually forgotten what I wanted to do. Yeah. Maybe I could do some website related stuff. Something that I didn't get to do last time. Oh, actually I want to do something cozy. I remember now. Wow. I'm not sure, is it better if the screen is just a tiny bit smaller? So my avatar isn't blocking the whole screen, like a portion of it here? Or is it better if I just keep it this way? Like between this or this? Because I know some people like to do like these kind of layouts where the desktop is a bit smaller compared to everything else. Yeah. Streaming is still so strange to me. Like before I started, I clearly knew what I wanted to do. I was calm, I was thinking straight, I had my plans in order. Then stress just kind of overrides everything. Oh yeah, if you share your like watch streak, there should be an alert for that. Actually, I should check. Oh, looks like I didn't have an alert for that. Considering you're the first one to actually watch several streams in a row. No, I didn't mean to create a new one. You sure are. And the gun behind your head isn't visible at all, which is good. I'm joking. So what was it? I know there's... Looks like there isn't any like alert for these watch streaks on this. Honestly, this actually reminds me that I want to remake the alert overlay entirely. Because having this kind of alert where you just have like the pixelated globe appearing, it doesn't match the current style that the layout has. The way I want to handle like future alerts is them actually appearing in the chat, similar to how we have the console logs appearing there as well. And the thing, the alerts, they're gonna be similar to these counters here, where you have like this big blob in the back. It kind of displays like the icon of what action or kind of alert this is. So let's say we have a like follow, right? So we have a heart, for instance. This would display a heart, and then would have like a message with larger text saying this person like followed or something like that. I know some people like preserve their watch streak pop-up, right? And then trigger it way later into the stream when they want it to like show up at a specific time. I know that Dark Viper, for instance, right? Their watch streak messages are tied to TTS, so when people want to actually say something, they actually preserve that. Like, I already forgot the word for it. Yeah, they preserve the watch streak and then pretty much use its TTS to say something for free.
Although, my TTS is cheap, so why bother?
Yeah. But yeah, looks like I'm gonna have to implement my own alerts at some point and just get rid of this one later. And the funny part is that the YouTube chat... Oh shit, I forgot that one. Yeah, so there are several helper scripts that I always have to launch. Like for YouTube, or the overlay control, if I ever have to trigger something manually, like retry signal received, that's something I can trigger on my own. And then we have the connections trying to reload. Then there's the heart rate helper. I actually want to merge these, so it's just one single script and I don't forget anything else. You know what would be funny? Trying to generate lighting again while streaming, and then everything crashes again. But yeah, here's the thing. Last time I was covering the weapon and inventory components, and I want to see how these are going to work. So it's prefabs, there it is. So we have the plan, and let's see what they're supposed to have. Utility, oh. Oh look, they actually feature those hammer entities as components now, which is pretty cool actually. And the funny thing is, you have a lot of freedom here. So if you wanted to, you could technically make your player entity a button or a door. And then when a player presses E on you, you just open. Imagine. So where is it? Game? Oh yeah, here it is. Inventory, inventory item. Behavior hotbar, buckets. Wait, let's see. Hotbar. One item per slot selected directly like Rust or Minecraft. An item added without an explicit slot takes its preferred slot. Then we have buckets. Actually, hold on. I'm gonna make this screen unless I think I'm gonna block it if I do this, yeah. Yeah, okay, I'm blocking it. So I guess it makes sense to have this layout then. But yeah, buckets. Slots are category buckets that any number of items share slots by their slot order, like Half-Life 2's weapons list. Yeah, that's neat actually. Pickup mode, touch, use. But yeah, let's actually try this inventory, and then we're gonna try and make a item. Supposedly I start it now. Okay, there's nothing. Unless I have to create a player controller from scratch so I can see what it is supposed to use. There's nothing here. Okay, so let's actually try to make a random item. I'm gonna take the sphere, for instance. Rigid body. And I guess here it is, inventory item. We have the display name, we have the display icon. Word slot 1. Value. Relative worth of this item used as the priority when the infinity has to pick up a best item to fall blank. Okay. So I think if we approach this ball, we didn't pick it up. Okay. Balls. I'm gonna give it a random texture. The sphere. So if I'm getting this correctly, so this has inventory item, or Huh? I may have to consult the guide. Help. See how this actually works. Although I always like to just mess with stuff and see how it ends up working. Always like to guess and see if it ends up working that way, but unless I have to press E. Mentara. So where was it? There it is. So, engine ships with an infantry weapon system modeled loosely on carry smart. It gives you pickups, slots, weapon switching, ammo, shooting and reloading without you having to build any of it. These are the three components. Base inventory component goes on your player. It holds items, tracks which one is deployed, and holds the reserve ammo pool. Okay, I believe this is what we add to the player. There's no built-in inventory or hotbar UI. Build your own from items, slots, and active item. Okay, so that explains why I wasn't able to see anything when I tried to switch. Oh, so there is pickup mode, so we can use touch or use. So let's say we use touch. For pickup radius of 48. Put it further away, and I want to pick it up. And it no pickup. Unless we're missing something here. So let's see, base for anything I can live in inventory. And also the bases every item needs. I am a bit brain dead right now. I don't think I will be able to get it to work right now as I'm streaming, because the stress on top makes it worse. What's this? Loadout. Oh, we can define already existing items here. Neat. Oh wait, I think that's because I didn't save the prefab of the base player. So now we should be able to pick it up. Oh. Oh yeah, we did just pick it up. Now what's the ball doing? Oh wait, it's part of my view model. Oh no, it isn't. Sleep parented to me. So that is definitely interesting. Yeah, I'm gonna like make another and see how it actually behaves in terms of... So we have sphere 1 and 2, except this one is going to be the sphere 2, value 2, preferred slot 2. Gonna make it red. This one can remain white. Okay, play. Pick up. So pressing the numbers doesn't actually switch those balls. Unless that's intended. Wait, no, I'm dumb. Because we're using the Half-Life 2-like approach, I have to... Never mind, I'm just dumb. Oh yeah, I turned down the music volume a bit further down today. Because I was watching my VOD yesterday and I felt like the music was just too loud. It was almost the same volume as my voice. But it's pleasant, right? Like the volume itself. Oh. I mean, there's nothing wrong about repeating yourself. Like, I know I hate repeating myself, but a streamer has to repeat themselves often, so... The game's volume! I mean, this is too loud. Do you think this is okay? What if I go up to 70, like right about here? yeah, but now my volume is just kind of at uneven levels now. The balls have been picked up. Actually, I may have to disable this. But actually keep the collider just in case. Pick. Yeah. So like usual, it adds the weapons at the bottom of the legs. Wait a minute. I think I can just change it here. Ah. Really not. Unless... What's this? Weapon model. But I think it's cool that these bonds come by default now. Oh wait, look at this. If we instead of like try to find the inventory item and go for the weapon instead, we can like apart from channel we can also define ammo. Food ammo. What's this? So there's NPC support, reload times. And yeah, then there's also the view model and word model. The whole type, the whole bone. But yeah, that's actually pretty neat. I will definitely try to make more out of this once I have more time for myself and don't actually do this on stream. I'm actually excited about this. What I'm gonna do later is like decompile some mod weapons and import those. I think it would be pretty interesting to see how I can make my own weapons from scratch instead of using the base weapons that come with Sandbox. Yeah. Yep. I guess that's everything I wanted to see in Sandbox today. There's like I didn't exactly have like ideas for Sandbox today, just the component exploration stuff. Yeah. Why did you... Wow. 3 updates in a row. But let's see what I'm gonna do now. Because there was something else. I mean, I can, well, at the same time, I can just do nothing on stream. Like you've suggested. Oh, not literally, like... What could I do? Huh. Hmm. But wait, now that Sandbox actually has these weapon and inventory components, does that mean that the player controller comes with a health system as well? Because I know that the player controller doesn't actually have health. And when you try to shoot another player, they just don't react to... Well, they won't react to the gun damage at all. That's what I know. But I think I actually like the idea of where... Yeah, I get it, but I don't exactly know what those may be called. But yeah, what I wanted to say is that I like the idea that, as you can see here, that, you know how, like Half-Life 2, Gary Smart, they all have like entities. You have like weapon entities, you have the player, you have the entities in a map. I like the idea that we have the entities becoming their own form of component, or becoming a component equivalent of that entity, if you know what I mean. Like we've already seen that with the hammer entities. Like we saw the button, the door, and they also behave the same way as you would expect in hammer and in engine. Actually, I can't tell for sure because I haven't checked out those components yet. But I would definitely be happy if there would be a lot more components that act like Source 1 entities pretty much. Then every Source 1 nerd that actually enjoys, well, that likes to enjoy it. Damn it, I cannot speak. Someone that likes to mess around with like hammer entities and stuff like that, they would most likely enjoy messing around with those entity equivalents here that are now components. Oh yeah, I was actually like looking for this. Like, at one point I thought to myself, how can I implement like movie textures or videos in general in the engine? Well, the answer is here now. Right here. Right here. Look at that. Now you don't actually have to make textures with several frames. Oh yeah, Movie Maker, that's also one of the like... yeah, you can actually do that. But yeah, the Movie Maker is going to be very crucial for the United Planet game, especially for single player, where I'm gonna have these first person and third person cutscenes. I'm gonna be able to animate them here, and then I can use this Movie Maker to export them as animations for the models. I'm just guessing. I know that it does something like this, but I think it should. I know other people have done that. I should stop guessing like too much, because I know that at one point someone would just straight up tell me, hey, stop being so overly confident about everything that you read. Or guess, suppose. I guess I should avoid that as well. Oh yeah, I'm gonna see if I can actually find an answer to your question from before. What flavor of cat am I? Strawberry. I'm strawberry. And vanilla. Yum, 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 yum. Tap, 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 tap. I'm not sure if there's anything else that's interesting to look at. Bleh. You know, having scenes and components is still a very new thing to me. Because, for instance, you can put any component on any game objects. But then there's also the correct way of putting a certain component, right? Like, for instance, there's like this screen panel component, right? That is supposed to render a heads-up display or UI on your screen, right? But I wouldn't really know where to put it. Like, do I put it on the camera itself? Do I just put it loosely into the scene without it being parented to anything else? I have no idea. But like I said, I have no idea. Like, most of my knowledge about how Unity or Sandbox or well, components in general, I have so little knowledge about all of this. And I'm gonna learn along the way. So what do we do now? Oh yeah, your question. So to your question, people usually like couch job horror or task/workplace horror. And then you have like examples here. You have Iron Lung, you have home safety hotline, I'm on observation duty, the exit 8, choose art games, and that's not my neighbor. There's also apparently lethal company counts as well towards that. Yeah. I wonder, does my shader still work? Oh, it does. I have gained the pass. Should we actually check and see how Voices of the Void is going to run? Considering I've optimized a few things compared to last time. Because I know the last Voices of the Void stream used VR chat and that used to lag a lot of things. Make us such a game in the Source Engine. Well, you can technically use Sandbox for that. I mean, if you never learn, you will just never accomplish anything. There's gotta be at least some form of motivation that should drive you to learn something at one point. I don't think that's going to be true. Nee. I think I deleted the Voices of the Void launcher. Dummy me. I haven't checked out the game for a long time. I know that there's been many updates. Could you please stop flashing? Yes, the 3D background is pretty flawed. New banner. Wait, 56 days ago? Wow, yeah. But yeah, now we wait. Approximately 7 minutes. You know, I still keep thinking about this whole, like, doing nothing on stream. Like, I know I have this 2-day schedule again. I do streams now on a fixed schedule. But I don't think I should just not do anything at all. And, like, sure, I might be doing something, but it's not specifically something that someone might find interesting. Unless you do nothing at all, that's not something I should do. So I should at least, like, think something out before actually, like, go on stream, I think. Like right now, this is something that I should be avoiding. Like there should be something interesting happening. Ah. Well, I think in the meantime, I'm gonna get myself something to drink. Hello! I am here again. So it's taking its sweet time. But yeah, I think if everything is gonna run smoothly, I think I'm gonna just do a 2-hour playthrough of Voice of the Void and see if people are gonna come along, if people will enjoy stuff like that. I know that we had some natural discoveries before. I know that with YouTube, for example, we have like YouTube recommending you specific like small streams that do content that you like or YouTube recommends to you. So you're gonna find small streams, and I think that there's gonna be people that are into Voices of the Void and they might actually stumble upon this stream on their homepage if we're lucky. I can only hope. Download faster. Yeah, let me see if this avatar shader is still working, because it would be interesting to play this way. Copy here. Remove. Yes. Put this under here. Then we have a shader. Now we pretty much just have to define the shader for the for a game, or I mean, we can just use desktop as well. Yeah. Okay, why is this happening? Oh. But yeah, which should be fine now. Wow. Windows, what are you doing? Also, the launcher now comes with the game, or the game comes with the launcher. Interesting. Okay, mixing gamer subs with alcohol is probably not a good idea, but I would try anyway. You cannot stop me. Anyway, where? Ah, here we go. Oh no, don't leave me here. I'm gonna be sad. Actually, wait, something I should do first is actually like put this in my funny folder. Ah, no, don't dox myself. Games. Voice of the Void, here we go. This we're gonna drag it in. Yeah. Voids of the Voice. Now I can kind of understand why people use like two separate PCs. One to record and one to actually do the thing that they need to do. Because doing any file transfer or doing any form of like complex tasks is gonna be impossible. And I already screwed up. Damn it. Non-binary person. Whoops. There we go. Is it doing the thing? Can I... Oh, okay. I think that's everything now. We can just go in. Are we good? Have you refreshed? Are you up to date? Hi. Alright, it's the thing. I forgot what I wanted to say. Yeah, I'm gonna increase the volume here just a tiny bit. And oh yeah, before I forget, actually add the game audio to the OBS game audio track so you can actually hear it. There we go. Now you can hear the title screen. I just hope that everything is gonna run smoothly. Wait, what's this? The save system goes as save from menu. Since the 9.8K, the save system has changed, specifically backup saves. Now saving from backup saves the data. Okay, not that it matters. But yeah, let's actually create a new slot. Actually, I'm gonna turn the game up as well. Is that good? I hope it is. What's this? Why does it say touch grass? Damn it. Funny. Wee. So yeah, let's actually see how this game has changed since the last time I actually played it. Also, welcome, by the way. I can see you. Oh yeah, let's not forget the shader. Now the avatar actually reacts to the lighting. I've already forgot how to actually pick up the suitcase. Oh, no. How is this loud for you? I mean, my volume itself is perfectly fine. Also, hold on. Just real quick. I have a very acceptable volume. Look at this. I can make my volume quiet, or I can turn it up. Do you know what the concept of a volume slider is? Yeah, I know, I get it. Sorry for the inconvenience. Yes, I do. Yeah, I've completely forgot the controls. Yes, I get it. Just give me time. Let me learn the controls in peace. Notepad. Yeah, someone else just joined and left. What a shame. Oh yeah, and let's not forget the shower. But did that just take damage? Kinda look like I did. Yeah, the bloom of the light kinda made it look like a damage overlay. Yeah, now I hurt myself. I'm so surprised that my avatar shader even works. Actually, yeah, you know what would be funny? Actually setting the like game category to abiotic factor right now. And just confuse people. Wait, do I have music muted? Oh. Oh yeah, what are going to what are they going to add? Do you already know? Oh, you know, my prediction was like a teleporter to Miami itself. Yeah. Okay, let's see if my numpad actually works on these. So if I... Oh, it works. But enter doesn't work. Oh yeah, look at that. My colors are still here as well. Hooray. Yeah, I forgot a lot of stuff. But what I do remember is that you first found the signals on this side. Then you go over here, then over here, and then back over here. But yeah, I think so far the game is running smoothly, especially with the dual streaming that I do. Hmm? I very much expected that mannequin to appear. Like honestly, like you have stationary objects, like it just doesn't scare me at all for some reason. You know, back then when I used to play this game, I knew the controls quite well. I was jumping all over the place. And now I just feel like a old geezer trying to navigate everything. Relearning how the controls work. Hmm. Do you know what has changed so far? Like, are there any new events or something related to that? Yeah, see, neither have I. Rock. I've just heard fluid spilling out over there. Rock. Oh, that explains a lot. Oh, how convenient. How very convenient. Although that doesn't guarantee that I will get to stay at the base, because now I actually have to go out and fix the towers. But yeah, I think, like, when it comes to making, like, comfort streams, I think, like, when I do something, like, specifically, right, I should do something that I'm really... I forgot the word. Something that I'm very comfortable about, something that I already know and can, like, play or use without, like, getting stuck somewhere and, well, pretty much looking like an idiot, essentially. Something that I'm thinking of from time to time is maybe like Minecraft with the create mod, like the Eternity Euphoria world that we used to have. I still have the world files, by the way. Yeah, what do you think about this whole, like, thing about the comfort stuff? Because I honestly don't know, really. Oh! There's bees. It's strange that you can hear them from very far away. Have you disappeared? Oh yeah, understandable. There was actually something I was talking about, and what was the last thing that you've heard? That is painful. And it's gone. I wonder. But yeah, in terms of cozy streams, I think the best approach to that would be doing something that I'm like very familiar with, something that comforts myself. Like for instance, with Voices of the Void, like I haven't played it for a very long time, and I just kind of struggled to pick up with the controls again. Like with Minecraft, for instance, we used to do these like Journey to Euphoria series along with the Create mod and stuff like that. That was pretty cozy to do. I still have the world for that. The modpack still exists. I could do that stuff again. Although even then I haven't touched that world in a long while. Yeah, we had more people joining just now, and then leaving again. None of them saying hi at all, which is quite disappointing, really. But now I'm thinking, what cozy thing could I even do? Like sure, Minecraft exists, but there could be something else. I mean, Voices of the Void could work as well. But then again, I would have no motivation to actually, like, play it off stream to get back, like, really get back into it. Make the controls feel like second nature again, if that makes sense. Like, you know what I mean, right? Yeah. I guess after the stream I'm gonna have a lot of, like, time for myself afterwards. A few days before the next two streams begin again, I'm gonna brainstorm a few things. Oh, you know, there's also the opportunity that we, like, record videos directly on stream, brainstorm scripts, especially for the video that I want to do and upload pretty soon. Oh, not upload, I still have to do script for it, I still have to record a few scenes. That kind of stuff. Yeah. I guess this is cozy too, but then again, there's no motivation. But the atmosphere, it's so good. Oh, something I noticed that the drone now arrives at 6 AM. that's completely new to me. But then that's also confusing because the records here were only at 40 up to 50%, so I don't know what the benefit of that was. I've got nothing for that. You know, I really have like to talk about like Sandbox and its potential. Like, I think there's a lot of potential. Like, you have to imagine if like Sandbox came out a lot earlier, and then you maybe had like the developer of Voices of the Void working on the game using Sandbox. Then you had like Voices of the Void running on the Source 2 engine. That would be pretty cool. Like, honestly. Yeah. Compared to the Unreal Engine, Sandbox also has a better physics engine, Box 3D. I know that the Unreal's built-in physics engine has a lot of issues. Yeah. Yeah, there's actually some notable downsides when it comes to a chair that actually lets you lay down. Because then my avatar actually goes like off screen when I do, so I always try to sit upright when I stream. Like, I can show you, like, for instance, this is me sitting upright right now. And when I lie down, it's just... But regardless, it's a pretty cool feature that VC Face has, because it can actually track your position with a 2D camera. I can also increase the movement range, so if I can move a lot more with this setting, cranked all the way up. Me when the skinwalker has glued me to the floor. Yeah. But yeah, I think I've actually came to a new standard in regards to the stream schedule, right? I used to do 3 hours, like every Friday and Saturday, but I think doing 2 hours instead is better in my opinion. Because I did 3 hours and it exhausted me so much. What I'm hoping to do is do 2 hours. Well, maybe between 2 and 2.5. That would be the most logical thing to do. Especially sitting upright, which makes me more tired. I probably didn't save, but it's fine. Yeah. Don't think there's anything else to do for today. Well, apart from maybe have a few conversations here and there. Yep. Hmm. Regardless of what I do, I still do believe I have a good time. We've messed around with Sandbox, then checked how voices of the void performance of my current setup. Yeah. Oh yeah, music, if that even matters. You know how we usually like have these like join messages in the chat? We had this one join message appearing in the last stream. And I think that just confirms that there was at least one person that actually decided to stay a bit longer. And something that I've noticed with other people that join and then leave like seconds later, those join messages never appear for them. So that kind of confirms that most people leave immediately, and then you have some people that actually stay for a bit longer. If you think about it, that's pretty good input base. It lets you know which person left early, which one decided to stay a bit longer. That's good information. That one person that decided to stay longer yesterday, that's where I was doing the sandbox development stuff. But another problem with the viewer counter is that it doesn't update frequently. It gives you a number every 1 or 2 minutes, but you don't really have a live number. By the way, in terms of music, there's like new tracks that I want to add. The first playlist that I use right now is all the albums made by Cosmo D. But then we also have like lots and lots like music. You know, this one. It is also copyright free. That's why I'm deciding to add it. And why I'm playing it in the first place. Although the only issue that I have is that the album cover advertises the website of where I got it from. I don't see no laser pointer. Me when I see airplane. But yeah, the music is copyright free, that's why I'm deciding to use it. It also has some very iconic tracks here. That's what I said. Look. Why do you call him that way? That reminds me, there was actually a viewer that called him a very specific name, something that I shouldn't say on stream. Hold on. What they specifically here. This is what what a viewer called them once. Yeah, especially on stream with TTS. I think if I find a video, I'm gonna show it to you. But yeah, then we also have this. But yeah, you pretty much have a lot of variety here. Then there's also the other music that I want to experiment with, possibly copyrighted. It's the music that gets commonly played on Ponyville FM. I also kind of want to introduce this to the global playlist that I play on stream. So instead of just having Cosmos albums, we also would have these ones. I think this should even be recognizable. Although they are lacking a album cover in the layout. I think you should recognize this one. Actually, if I stop the stream afterwards, we should be able to figure out if back 5 songs are actually copyrighted or not, because YouTube will tell me afterwards. So I think it's good that I'm actually playing these on stream, just to get some information later. These should be very recognizable. But yeah, but yeah, I really hope that they're not copyrighted, because I would love to use these tracks. If you're curious, this is where I got them from Pony.fm. And what you specifically want to find is the Aura Episode 1 album. That's where I get these songs from. Oh yeah, you also have like these ones. Oh man. Oh, especially this one. What a banger. I wonder, will this actually embed the album cover if I just download this song itself? Like, I know this song, this album should... Oh, it didn't appear here. What a shame. But yeah, Pody.fm has a lot of like archived songs that are mostly played on Ponyville FM. They are great. Like, I can only recommend them. Let's see if I can actually recognize something else here. Maybe an artist? I know One Trick Pony. There are a lot of familiar names here. Oh yeah, look at that. Oh, that's also a banger. You know what we as well might do is just play a lot of songs that I might consider like adding to the stream playlist, and YouTube will just tell me afterwards whether the songs are copyrighted or not. So let's just play whatever we find good and just see what YouTube tells us. Oh yeah, one problem with the website is that at some point it just starts to buffer in a loop or permanently, so you'd have to refresh the page. Thanks. Oh, aviators. I know that aviators might have a few tracks that we might recognize. Sometimes I'm not even like familiar with the song names. Like I hear a lot of like tracks on Ponyville FM, but I don't necessarily know their name. Very original name. Faulty. I know that Faulty contributed to Ponies Are Down a lot. Looks like they don't have much here on this platform. Yeah, look at that. 40, 40, 40, 40, 40. Although I believe that the tracks might be copyrighted. I just know that this song isn't actually copyrighted. I know that much.
Hey, what's up? What's got you wearing such a frowny facey? Hey, chin up, can't just leave you looking blue. Hey, come with me, cause I think I know the perfect place where we can put the happy back in you. Way out here, not a worry, not a fear, my dearie. Way up high, we can frolic, we can fly, and me a big
Yippee!
we're up and away to another realm where we can party every day.
One of the reasons I like this song so much. You know, I have to say, like, a lot of songs where Koa contributes, like, for the vocals. Ah, that song gets even more better where
You were the one to fan the flame. Cause I need to find you.
the thing is with these songs, I cannot exactly tell, like, whether they're copyrighted. Like, sure, I can play them on stream and later find out whether they're copyrighted or not. But if I ever wanted to find out if something's copyrighted outside of stream, how would I even know that? Like, sure, there's like a website that I use. Was it Copyright Music Checker? But it's not always reliable. No, I know, I'm just saying. Like, if we look this up, for instance, like, let's say I wanted to add this song to the playlist of my stream, right? Like, I would just take this, right? And then check copyright status, and this song may not be copyright free. The thing, however, with most Ponies at Doll songs is that I've used most of them, and most of them were fine. I don't think this one is fine either, and will probably show that it's copyrighted. Yes. Unless we could check something else. Something that I know isn't copyrighted. This, for example. I'm pretty certain this one isn't copyrighted. And it is. Although I do remember actually playing it on stream and I was fine. So I seriously have no idea what's up with that. I know that the Bandcamp page states that, like, if you scroll all the way down, that it says, oh, it's rights reserved, so you can't exactly play it anywhere because you'll get copyrighted. Nah. Honestly, I don't know anymore. Still, I used to play a lot of these songs in my past streams. And no one was really complaining about that. Oh, YouTube wasn't complaining, that is. I mean, there was one song that was copyrighted here. Yeah, Rekindling Star by Mufaya. Yeah, this song. But I think in general, like copyrights don't really impact me because I, being a content creator isn't exactly my job. It's more like a hobby. So if I get copyrighted, it's not even a big deal for me. I mean, it may be like the video itself might be restricted in a few countries, but I mean I guess that's something to look out to look out for. But eh. Night Launch, also a great song. Actually, speaking of copyrighted songs, there is something that Tyler McVicker does in terms of playing music on stream. What they do is that they have two audio channels specifically dedicated to Twitch and YouTube. And so the first audio channel specifically plays music for Twitch. And then we have the audio channel for YouTube that doesn't play music at all. And they also specifically state in their like music information that music only plays at Twitch, because at Twitch when you do get like copyrighted audio, you don't really have any issues on Twitch compared to YouTube. So on YouTube you don't have any music and don't get any copyright, but Twitch I guess they don't really care that much. Does it make sense? Yes, it does. You think. You think. How is it possible for you to think? Think. Great screenshot. I think you might actually remember a specific track from here. What was it called? Cantalot. Nightlife. Yeah. That's the very song that I've tried to use for the Mirror's Edge Aurora project that I once wanted to do. Like a kind of like a prequel to Mirror's Edge Catalyst, where you are in a completely different city, in the city of Aurora, which is on the other side of Cascadia. Although I never really finished that project. And the first mission would be like having like swappable characters. You would first play as your own custom character where you arrive by train into the city, get your grid print, you walk outside the station, and then your view kind of shifts from your character to the other character that was observing you from a rooftop, and then you get to play as them and follow your own character to a nightclub. And then you just kind of like infiltrate the club and try to save your own character from trouble that they get into with Kasek. And then just switches to a cutscene where they talk with each other. You get switched back to your own character, and then both of you kind of escape to a safe space, and then you basically talk. The character welcomes you to the city of Aurora, and yeah, and the club that that they are in. This is basically the song that plays throughout the whole thing. I think I still have like the files where I split the song into multiple loops. So the song would be more dynamic. Development, Roblox, Aurora assets, music. Yeah, heard it. Here it is. So we have the cutscene, we have loops, we have more cutscenes. So for instance, here we have the runner observing you from the rooftop. Okay, we don't have one drive running. That's fine. That's fine, I guess. Guess we don't have to deal with that. But honestly, I think I had it I had enough for today. I think I'm gonna stop here because I'm already getting quite tired, and I just wanna go to bed. Actually, let's see. We've played a lot of like copyrighted songs. Does YouTube still stream? I'm not exactly sure how YouTube handles streams. Oh yeah, it actually runs the stream still. Oh yeah, it actually runs the stream still. Okay. But yeah. Guess I'll see you tomorrow. Well, not tomorrow. Next Friday. That's where the next stream is. Have a good night. Rest well. And until next time. Ah.